Not looking to get everyone. We know that, we understand that. We're prospecting, we're looking for the gold. We understand we can't take a 0 and make it into a 10. We understand that we have to go out and we have to search for the gold. I have to find the gold. So again, I'm not taking a piece of rock and then making it into a 10. I'm looking for that piece of gold. Don't try and close people who are unclosable. Is there a sale to be made in the first place? That's what I'm constantly doing as I'm speaking to customers. I'm trying to size them up and see, is there even a sale to be made here? Does this person, do they have some type of pain? Can I help them perceive some type of potential gain? And are they open to communicating with me? Quality salespeople spend more time with qualified prospects. So I want to spend as much time with people who are open and who are willing to have the discussion with me. You could be the greatest salesperson ever, but if you're trying to close someone who is unwilling to engage, not in a buying window, or unwilling to make micro agreements or commitments, then I will fail. So if I'm spending my time with people who are not doing these things with me, then I am going to set myself up to fail. This is where frustration will kick in on the job. If I'm trying to take someone who's not giving me anything right here, then that's when I'm going to start getting all that frustration on the door. I'm going to try and spend so much energy and so much time trying to convert a 0 into a 10, and I'm never going to get the result that I'm looking for. I'm going to be frustrated. I'm going to walk away from that door and be like, why couldn't I get this person? So we're looking for the gold. Remember, what I'm doing is I'm taking all these leads, I'm bringing awareness to them about what's going on with the electric company and what's going on with solar. I'm filtering out who from those people that I talked to had an interest, and then who has a desire to see the proposal, and then we go back and close the deal. So we're looking for the gold. I'm looking for people who are giving me those nibbles, right? So I'm searching for the nibbles. High performers size up customers just as much as the customer sizes them up. Time is money, and it's a waste of time to work with prospects who aren't going to buy. Don't spend time trying to close someone who's not going to buy from you. A moment spent with a low probability prospect takes away time from the most important task, investing time with prospects that will buy. Again, I'm looking to find the gold. Once I find the gold, that's who I spend time with. So I'm looking for people who are open to conversation, people who answer the questions favorably, and people who express some type of pain, or people who start to ask me questions and they start to want more information. Those are the people that I'm looking to spend time with, okay? Now, we're talking about questions. Again, we're talking about closing, right? So the first part of that is like, I want to spend time with people who are closable. I don't want to spend time with people who aren't closable. I don't want to brush all the zeros. I don't want to take them all the way through the pitch just to find out that there's no way to close them. So the first part of closing is finding, is there a close in the first place? Now I want to try and boost up my win probability, right? So I want to ask questions that are going to progress the sales forward. As I'm moving through the presentation, I ask questions that if they're answered favorably, it's going to move the sale forward. So again, the biggest thing that we need to do is throughout the presentation, at certain points, at strategic points, I want to ask questions to make sure that the customer's checked in with me, and that'll progress the sale from moving forward. There's a difference between telling and selling. What's the difference? It's a back and forth, right? Okay, so telling isn't me just going and speaking all this stuff to the customer. Selling is getting them involved in the conversation. So I need to have these questions that are going to get them involved. What I want to try and get are minor agreements. My small yeses will lead to the major yes. So I want to ask strategic questions that are going to get me a yes. And so I actually worked on some questions that are easy to ask that'll get us the yes that we're looking for. Be easy to say yes to and hard to say no to. I don't want people to be able to tell me no. I want to ask easy questions that are easy to say yes to. Okay? And so we were talking about at different points of the presentation when to ask these questions, right? And so when we're talking about the rate increases, the question that I updated on there for you guys is, do you believe inflation is real? Right now, if I asked anyone, do you believe that inflation is real? Most people would say yes, right? And so that's an easy way to get the answer. And so when I'm talking about the rate increases, yeah, so NV Energy, they raised up the rates in January, they went up by 14%. In July, they went up another 11%. Would you agree that inflation is real right now? Hell yeah, most people are going to say that, right? And so for sure that's going on with the electric company right now. They've actually announced that every 3 months, because of inflation, the rates are going to be going up. It was easy for them to say yes to me, which is going to progress the sale moving forward. Does that make sense? Okay, you guys see that? Super simple, easy to answer. Again, it's answering them favorably and it's progressing the deal forward. Do you believe inflation is real? When I'm talking about the rate increases, an easy question to answer that'll get them to think the way that I want to and get them to progress forward with me. Again, I'm easy to say yes to and hard to say no to. Do you believe inflation is real? Most people are going to say yes to that. Okay? Then I go into the separation statement. So I talk to them about solar and tell them, so yeah, I'm sure you've had all these people come by trying to sell you guys solar. It's super annoying, right? What is everyone going to say to that? Yes, hell yeah, it's annoying. Yeah, and I know it's super expensive. You have all these people coming by trying to sell you a $60,000 to $70,000 loan. So yeah, super crazy. I definitely wouldn't recommend doing it. But the state, they opened up a program where you guys could utilize solar as a utility. The cool part is that you guys actually have another option for your utility company. Most people don't know that there was another option. I'm sure you didn't know there was another option for the electricity. Am I right? What are they gonna say? Yes. It's easy for them to say yes to me. It's hard for them to say no. If I get them saying yes to me, they're thinking along the lines that I want them to think. Cool? Okay. So I'm sure you guys didn't know there was another option for the electricity. Am I right? Boom. Gets them to think the way that I want to. The other ones that I added over here, so when I start to explain on how it works, I start telling them, so yeah, instead of you guys paying 19 cents, we're gonna just get you, or we're gonna take you guys from 19 cents, get you guys lower down to 13 to 15 cents. If you guys don't mind me asking how much you pay, they're gonna answer the question, 150, 200. If they answer that question, what is that saying to me? If they answer if they start telling me
time to move forward, you have permission.
that it's pretty much, it's okay for me to move forward. If they tell me how much they're spending, that means they're following along with me and they're not objecting to me. They're on the right path, right? So I have that question, how much you guys paying? If they answer, it shows they're in sync with me. And so then what I'm going to tell them is like, okay, let's say they say $200. Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the $200 and we're going to lower your cost by like 30 to 40%. So it saves you guys money on a bill that you're already paying. But the best part is that payment is going to stay fixed. You're going to know exactly what your payments are going to be. It's going to give you peace of mind and control of your money. Do you like being in control of your money?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, right? What are people going to say to that? Yes, of course. Who doesn't like to be in control of their money? Again, easy to say yes to and hard to say no to. You guys follow me on that?